spins. Combs left her wide open. Bailey spins, makes it count for 2. She's got 4 on the night. Gayhart with it as the Patriots now with their biggest deficit of 10, 25-15. Gayhart with it, top of the key. She goes far side. Makes a move, floats it from 6 and good. She's going to have to do that every time.
Got to get her there. There comes a time when it's not selfish, man. You got to go with what works. Stolen by Combs ahead to Gayhart, James.
Gayhart looking to make a move, same spot, kicks it out the hall, free throw line, nowhere with it. Pollard pulls up from 8. Yes, sir, for the Patriots.
Picking up where she left off in that YMT. 25-19, cut it to 6.
And stolen away by Pollard. She lays it up and good.
That's what Faith was waiting on, for me to get on the radio and brag on her. They've cut it to 4. 5:04 to play. 25-21. We got a bunch of basketball left. That was a 50-50 ball, and Faith just wanted it more, James.
As Coach Baker takes a timeout. You're right. Jamie, for Coach Baker, you see what you got. You're going to have some screens. Nobody's screening on the full court. And if you're not Central, I like how Coach Huff has put Pollard on the ball, making it hard to see over.
Yes, indeed. And what that does is that causes them to try to make passes they're not comfortable with, they being Letcher, and that time led to a big turnover. And that's just what the Knott Central Patriot fans ordered. Folks, again, if you're still yet trying to get in here, be patient, get parked, and then get in here. As we've got a good one, 25-21. James, this place might sell out before the end of the boys' game.
Yeah, there's people standing up around the top of the gym on both sides. A whiteout over in Letcher Central's pep section.
I love it, man. I love it. You know what Knott County's got to do now? They got to find somebody to sponsor their blackout when Letcher comes to Hyman. Rivalries are good, man, and I love the fact we're playing a doubleheader. I like to let the ladies play in front of a packed house, too. Is that a 2-2-1, James?
Yes, sir. Full court press. Whit breaks it, kicks it over to Dameron. Dameron back to Couch. Letcher going right to left on the radio dial. 4:51 to go, third quarter. Dameron takes it all the way out to Couch near the timeline. She can't go back any farther. Out to Dameron. Dameron back out to Whit, top of the key.
If I'm Letcher, I pounded in against Combs with those 3 fouls. Long rebound. Letcher gets it.
And Bailey, that's got to be a jump ball, and it is a jump ball, and it'll stay with Letcher.
Those of you tuning in on Facebook Live, hit that like and share button. Let everybody know that we are here. Your mama's watching, James. You better behave, brother.
Absolutely. Out to Whit. 4:29 to go. Whit backs it back out in front of Hall. She kicks it near side of Dameron. Dameron into Couch. Couch did anything she wanted first half. Missed that one. Stolen away by Pollard. Pollard brings it up across midcourt. I'm not sure that's who the Patriots want to handle it.
Sweet pass from Gayhart to Combs, and she lays it up. We got a 2-point ball game. 4:05 to play in the third quarter.
Here comes Dameron with it. Over to Whit, near side. Whit goes baseline. Reverse layup, up and good by Whit.
James, that's why you have to probably get Combs out with those 3 fouls in the third quarter. In the back of her mind, she gets caught up in whether or not to foul or not. Just as I say that, we see a pair of subs coming in. Knott's probably going to be better off to get her out of there just for a few minutes. Stolen by Gayhart. Step back jumper, James, and it's good.
Gayhart's got 13. Up to Whit. Whit. Up ahead to Holcomb, far side. Holcomb back out to Whit. Whit guarded by Gayhart. Gayhart over to Dameron, near side. Dameron into Bailey. Bailey trying to get it into Couch. Nice pass from Bailey to Couch, and she's fouled. And that's going to be Pollard's third. Pollard does good till she brings them hands down. That's going to be called every time in front of an official.
Well, and when you're playing man-to-man for Knott Central, you got to look and see where can we put Pollard to where she can play man-to-man but also rebound and keep her to the close proximity of that rim. Here's one of the most underrated players, I think, in the 14th region, James, and that's one of the reasons why. She doesn't rattle, man. She made that free throw nothing but net. Puts Letcher up 28-25.
Yeah, Couch, she's averaging 20 on the season right now. Witt's averaging about 8. When you got 2 players and you're averaging 30 points amongst them, that ain't a bad digit, Jamie.
No, sir, it's not. Second one, in and out, rebound. Pollard. Knott County got it down 1 possession, 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Gayhart turns it over. Witt's got it.
Witt goes up against Hall, and she's fouled as it goes up. No good. That's going to send Witt back to the free throw line. Shaylin Witt, first time she's been there tonight. As the Cougars lead 28-25, 2:54 to go. Third quarter, Witt spins the ball, lets it fly. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Jalen Witt. 29-25.
See the boys starting to file in here for the boys' game. Their folks and so forth. Second one is good. James, that's going to be a good one as well. Knott County comes in here, I think, with a chip on their shoulder after Letcher beat them in that YMT.
Gayhart with it. Top the key as Letcher's went to a man-to-man. Kind of like a 3-2 matchup defense, ain't it?
I'd find some way to get Gayhart through the middle of this. If I had to double screen for her, whatever it takes, and they throw it to her, she got to go to the rim, though. Got to attack the rim, Kylie.
Tried to get it into Bentley, stolen away. Here comes Dameron with it, over to Holcomb. Holcomb back out to Dameron. Dameron to Holcomb. Holcomb into Couch. Couch guarded by Gibson. She spins, lays it up, and good.
Wow, she makes that move, comes out pumping her fist like Tiger Woods. You think this don't mean something to these girls? You throw the records out the book, forget about the seedings. This is 53rd District old school rivalry right here, James. Look at you grinning like a possum. You're having fun too. You gotta love this, man.
As the Patriots take a full timeout, so will we. You're listening to Killer B on 107.1.
Are you getting ready to go to Tim Short, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Hazard and buy a new vehicle? Say hello to our friend, Brian Gibson. Brian's a family guy who is proud to sponsor tonight's sporting event. Call him at 606-438-0554. He and his family want to wish you a Merry Christmas. He also wants to say thanks to all of his customers that have recently bought vehicles. Once again, that's Brian Gibson at Tim Short Chrysler.
Addiction is a disorder. We treat and we manage addiction like any other disorder. The issue touched me when I start seeing more and more young families fighting addiction, start having babies born with an addiction issue. When we have a great outcome, when we see that person coming back on their feet, working and producing and providing for their families. That's the best outcome. It makes you feel that you're doing something right.
Kick ball.
32-25, 2 minutes to go, man. This one's still yet anybody's game as Letcher's playing them 1-2-2, James, as you said.
Gayhart with it, top of the key, guarded by Witt. Over to Hall. Hall, Bentley, near side, looking to get it into Pollard. Pollard double team, kicks it back out to Bentley. Bentley to Hall, over to Gayhart. Gayhart looking to drive, floats it up from 6.
That's what I wanted to see, man. She got to get in the heart of that 1-2-2, so Coach Baker will throw that out and not play it. If you're Letcher, you want to keep adding to the calls. They throw it ahead. Why not? Blocked by Gayhart. It'll stay with Letcher.
Good defense by Kylie. As Bailey thought she had a wide open layup. Dameron will inbound it in front of her own basket. Into Witt, far side. Witt brings it back out. Guarded by Hall, near side Holcomb. Holcomb back out to Witt. Witt looking to make a move with it over to Dameron. Thanks for tuning in tonight. 53rd District basketball. I don't think it gets any better to Mountain when Letcher and Knott meets up. And we've got a tie up. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bentley. It'll stay with the Cougars of Letcher Central.
I always thought the Purry Hazard was the best rivalry until they killed it. And then I said, I know what the best rivalry is. Once they stop that, it's Knott County and Letcher Central, brother. Nobody going to convince me different as the Patriots have the ball down 5.
Holcomb loses it out of bounds. Gayhart with it. 50 seconds to go, third quarter. Gayhart with it as Coach Huff walks up the sideline, giving her orders out to Gayhart. Swings it over to Hall, into Pollard. Pollard pulls up from 6 and good.
James, her confidence continues to grow, man. Cuts it to 3, 32-29, under a minute to play.
Holcomb ahead to Dameron. Dameron looking to make a move. Picked up by Bailey. Bailey to Couch. 22 seconds to go. Gives it up to Whit. Whit will set the offense up. She's guarded by Gayhart. Kicks it over to Holcomb. Wide open 3 on the way and good.
You got to pick your poison. Am I going to play up front or am I going to pack it in? They got caught up in between there, 35-29. Well, that's a big one for the Lady Cougars.
3 seconds. Kylie wanting to make a 3 on the way. Top of the key at the buzzer. No good. Left it hard. And we'll go into the 4th.
It's still anybody's basketball game. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Nelson Frazier Funeral Home is proud to sponsor tonight's sporting event. Nelson Frazier has the highest quality American-made funeral products, cremation services, mausoleum, and memorial markers, all with a family budget in mind. With 3 chapels located in Hyman, Martin, and now in Prestonsburg. Nelson Frazier Funeral Home is local people serving local families.
On streets of glory.
Satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
They got the danger zone cranked up, and James up here dancing. We're having a ball.
I never thought I'd see you singing Top Gun in my life, and here you
Move
was.
out of the way.
And you even looked at me and said, call me Maverick.
Hey, you the goose then. All right. Here we go. 8 minutes to go. 35-29. You guys hit that like and share button.
Bentley to Reed, into Pollard. Pollard spins, lets it fly, way short, air ball, rebounded to Dameron of the Cougars. She brings it out to Witt. 7:40 to go. Settle it all in the first matchup at the 53rd. Who's going to have bragging rights going into Christmas? Out to Witt. Witt to Dameron. Stolen away, and Dameron comes away with it. Kicks it to Holcomb. Holcomb stolen away by Bentley of the Patriots. She's come running. Bentley across up to Gayhart. Gayhart sets her feet, lets one fly. Yes, sir. Dial it up.
Nothing but the bottom. 35-29. And this lets Knott County apply that pressure.
Stolen away by Combs. I'm telling you, defensive machine. Her and Reed together may be the best defensive combo in the 14th region.
We keep talking about the future, but here lately it's been proven the future is now. They've had to rely on Combs. Boy, she's going to the free throw line for some big ones here. First one is good.
Cuts the lead to 2, 33-35. Closest we've been in the second half.
Hunter Combs got that camera focused right in on her. Second one, in and out. Rebound, Letcher.
Bailey with it. Bailey up to Witt. Well, if you're the Patriots, you got to find a way to stop Couch, though. Underneath, Couch has been red hot the entire ball game.
You make that sound easy.
It's not easy. If it was, she's developed a spin move in the offseason. It may be one of the better moves that I've seen. In the Couch, up and good. Keith Baker must have heard me talking, Jamie Hughes.
If you're going to make that foul, James Sandlin, you got to come up with a ball. You can't let her get an and one. She's going to make 3 points, and she wouldn't a foot and a half from the rim.
Yeah, she's developed an inside. Her inside game has got a lot better in the offseason. Couch lets it fly and good. Here comes Kylie with it across midcourt. Kylie wanting to walk it up. She's guarded by Witt as the Cougars are in this 1-2-2 matchup defense. Over to Reed. Reed lets it fly far side too hard. And it goes out of bounds, and it'll belong to the Cougars.
I don't like that call, James. I'll be honest with you. I felt like that was last touch Letcher Central. 38-33. We got a good one, folks. Let us know where you're watching from. If you're watching on Facebook, if you're on the radio, keep it tuned in right here to 107.1.
Almost stolen away by the Patriots, and it goes out of bounds. As Kylie just about got it. Letcher will inbound it at about the 75-foot mark on the near side with us. Inbounds it to Witt. The Patriots in a 1-2-2 full court press. Over to Dameron, back to Witt. Witt brings it across midcourt, guarded by Gayhart. Double team, looking to go baseline, and she loses it out of bounds. Back over to the Patriots. Jamie.
I like that pressure from Combs. Combs went over and helped double her, and Witt wasn't hardly ready for that double team and turned it over. Knott County got it down 5. Need a bucket here.
Kylie with it, 6:06 to go. Patriots trail by 5. Over to Combs. Combs back to Gayhart, top of the key. Guarded by Witt, back over to Reed. Gayhart with it, looking for a screen from Pollard. Gets it, kicks it over to Reed. Reed into Pollard. Pollard spins, lets it fly too hard. Rebounded by Bailey. Here comes Letcher's Witt across midcourt. Over to Holcomb just in front of us. Dameron to Witt. Witt with it. Witt goes far side over to Holcomb. Wide open far corners. Dameron, and she knocks it down. As Paige Dameron picks up another 3. She's got 10 on the night. And the Cougars have climbed back up within 8, Jamie. 41-33. Patriots got within 2, and the Cougars have made a run. Gayhart with it. Over to Bentley, to Reed, into Pollard. Pollard spin, lays it up, and she's going to be fouled by Couch. Going to send Pollard to the line. Coach Huff comes out and gets it, and Coach Baker does not agree with the foul with Mr. Purry as he meets him at the hash mark. Let him know about it. Pollard's free throw on the way up, no good.
There's a reason he's one of my favorite coaches, guys. He knows when to push the buttons and when to walk away. Pollard missed that one. Got to get underneath the ball. She does. Second one, a little too hard. Reed with the rebound, but she brings it down. They tie it up, and it's going back to Letcher Central.
As Gibson checks into the ball game, Casey Bentley will check out. Dead even at 5 minutes to settle it out. Patriots trail. Letcher playing good basketball. Into Witt. Witt guarded by Reed. She takes off to the races. Cougars got the numbers 3-on-2. Over to Holcomb. As the Patriots catch back up, Holcomb out to Witt. Witt sets the offense. Coach Baker comes out, and he's about even with her on the far side. Witt looking to drive. Into Couch. Couch spins, lays it up, and good. I'm telling you, Couch has got stronger in the offseason.
She says, this is why I played all off season for. This is what I played on those AAU teams for, to get ready for this matchup against Knott Central.
Is the Cougars back up by 10. Pollard, baby hook, air ball, rebounded by Gibson. She lays it up, no good. So they're looking for a foul, didn't get it. Here comes Letcher out with it, 4:16 to go. Far side over to Dameron. Dameron pulls up from 6. Left it short, no good. And
young lady knocked it out of bounds as she was standing out of bounds. It'll go back to Letcher Central.
I think Gibson caught an inadvertent elbow to the face as she went down. And it'll be Letcher's ball as we have got a timeout on the floor by Knott Central. So as they take is it a 30-second timeout or a full?
Did you know that one of the top rural health clinics in the state is right in your back door? Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has been given the title of the largest rural health system in Kentucky. In addition, Primary Care is the 3rd largest rural health system in the nation and the 4th largest employer in Perry County. Call today to schedule an appointment at our Hazard, Hindman, Vico, or Hyden locations. Walk-ins are always welcome.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court is happy to once again be sponsoring another event featuring our Knott County youth. Judge Executive Dobson and the members of the Knott Fiscal Court encourage you to support all our Knott County youth in all of their academic and athletic endeavors. That positive reinforcement means the world to these student athletes. This reminder from Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court.
4:04 to go to settle this one out, Jamie.
If you're Letcher, James, you got to take care of business. Don't turn it over and convert from the free throw line. First one on its way, she left it short. She'll have another one, man. I'm kind of disappointed that you didn't set us over in the middle of that band. I was determined tonight if we got set in the middle of the band, I was going to play the drums.
Second one on the way and good for Witt. Witt's got 7 on the night now for the Cougars.
Crunch time for Knott Central. This thing becomes precious now. You got to have the basketball, and you got to attack the rim quickly.
Into Pollard. Pollard out to Gayhart. Gayhart lets a three fly far side. Too hard. Out of bounds. Ball back over to the Cougars. Here comes Witt with 3:42 to go. Jamie, if you're the Patriots, what point do you start maybe thinking about putting some fouls, putting them on the line?
You're 2 away from the 1-and-1, and I think you got to have the ball. You're down 4 possessions against this team. I'd go ahead and have somebody that wasn't in trouble go get them.
Pollard guarded by Witt, and Coach Baker takes the time.
I told you, man. He says, me and Jeff Honeycutt done this for years, and Honeycutt moved to the boys. I'm going to prove to everybody that I am now the best in the business. Coach Baker took the timeout right when his Lady Cougars needed it.
Let's keep you right here. If you Coach Baker, a little less than 4 minutes to go, you've been here. You know what this means. What do you do?
Keep that ball ticking. Why do I even want to shoot it? I pound it inside, I go inside, and we kick it inside out. Run maybe a little cat and mouse, run a 1-4 high, get the ball up there, and just keep that ball movement. The last thing you'd want to do is take an ugly shot or shoot it too early. But if you're Knott County, you got to make them hurry this thing up.
Yeah. Well, at what point, if you're Coach Huff, do you say, look, well, if it gets under this, we've got to foul. We've got to have the ball back.
I wouldn't now. I'd foul right now. Hey, Ernie.
So if you do now, you got to try to stop the clock. You know, you got to have it back.
I agree 1,000% with that. The time of possession is so crucial now. If you're Knott Central, I trap this thing. I don't let Witt get it if I can keep her from it. And just as I say that, she gets it, I'd make her give the ball up. I'd go double team her. Put somebody else to the line.
Over to Holcomb. Back to Witt. Witt looking to get it in the couch. And she throws it out of. That probably should have been a foul on the Patriots.
It should have been, but did you see the presence of mind? They've trapped me on the line. No problem. I'll drop it off your foot.
As Dameron's looking inbound. It's still looking. Still looking. The hands are ticking. She gets it into Holcomb. Holcomb into Bailey. Bailey guarded by Gibson. Ball loose. She turns with it, trying to throw it out. She throws it out to Holcomb.
It's 3 minutes to go, and you're down 11. You got to have the ball, man.
Back out to Witt. Witt looking to drive against Gibson. That's going to be a charge. And it is, as she pushed off on Gibson.
There's our buddy Matt Hurt. Says he's got us tuned in from South Carolina. I'd say he's down there kicked back, having a big ice cold Pepsi Cola and some popcorn.
Into Gibson. Gibson looking to make a move and gets partially blocked. kicks it out to Combs. Combs, Gayhart over to Hall. Hall, 3 on the way. Dial it up, Mr. AT&T.
Nothing but the bottom. We got it single digits, but that's not good enough. 2:30 to play. You must get the ball if you're not counting.
Here comes Dameron with it, and she's going to be fouled by Paul. That's not a bad foul.
Got a foul.
Got a foul. Yeah.
Now that's phase 4th. Everybody would say, why would you pick up your 4th foul? Because
you ain't got
it's
a choice.
More important. That's still just, is that just the team's 3rd foul?
Yeah, it's just the team's 3rd. We've got to pick up 2 more. Dameron looking inbound it into Witt. Still looking. Hands are ticking. We're at the 5-second.
Oh,
yes,
they
sir.
got it. They got the turnover off the inbounds,
Patriots.
James Salmon. Down 8 with a basketball. 2:30 to play. Hello, Miss Conley. How are you doing? Thanks for tuning in tonight.
Coach Baker, he said he's still calm. He's up by 8, 2:25 to go. Gayhart to Hall, back to Gayhart. Gayhart gets it into Gibson. Gibson spins over to Combs. Combs back to Hall. Hall, Gayhart. Gayhart thought about it, looking to drive. Hall, 3 on the way.
Get you 3,
yes,
Lacey
sir.
Hall. Get you 3. Nothing but the bottom. 44-39.
Lacey Hall, 2 in a row. Dial up Appalachian Wireless. Can you hear me now? Yes, sir. Witt coming down with it. They got to get it in the Couch. Cougars got to get Couch back involved in this offense. Witt with it. Comes near
Switch,
side.
Gibson. Gibson needs to pop out on her. Jump.
Yeah.
They could have switched there, man. Oh, my. Look at Miss Witt. She says, we're ahead still yet. No need to get rattled.
Witt, her and Hawkins no stranger to this. Out to Witt. Witt looking to drive. And we've got a foul. And if that's on, that is on Pollard. And I think that's Pollard's 5th. And that's a big-time foul for the Patriots as Reed comes off. But Pollard is done for the night with 5 fouls. And Drew Reed checks into the ball game. Witt will inbound it for the Cougars. He got to get Couch involved. Couch has been red hot the entire ball game. Hawkins 3 on the way. No good. Rebounded by Lacey Hall. Hall up ahead to Gayhart and stolen away by Dameron. Nope, goes out of bounds. Stay with the Patriots. Paige Dameron did a good job jumping that passing lane for the Cougars.
Jump the lane. You're right, man. Not Kenny going back to Hall, surely, right?
You would think she's red hot. If we was playing the 10, though, they'd set the nets on fire. Gayhart with it. Comes near side. Looking to make a move. Steps back from 6 and good.
Foul. If you're not Kenny, you got to foul. It's a 3-point game, but you got to have the ball back.
If you're Letcher, out of bounds by Drew Reed.
I like
if
that.
If you're Letcher, you got to get it into Witt. I think you got to give it to Witt and Couch and say, hey, you got to carry us through. I think you got to put them at the free throw line.
I love Drew Reed and Witt one-on-one, no man. Reed can guard her.
Into Witt. Witt brings it across, 1:10 to go. Picked up by Gayhart. Witt trying to get a screen, goes baseline. Nobody picked her up. She lays it up and good.
Where's she going to college at? Because I've watched too much college basketball to be convinced that she can't play at the next level. You better believe it. There's my buddy Ronald Huff. 3 on its way. Won't go. Rebound Gibson.
Reverse, no good. Rebounded by Witt. 48 seconds to go. Up ahead to Dameron. Dameron on Hall. She lays it up. No good. Hawcom comes down with it. Goes, lays it up. But that's going to be a foul on Gayhart. And that's going to send Kara Hawcom to the line. 39.9 seconds to go. Cougars up by 5. Pep section making some noise, Jamie. They know what this means in the 53rd district.
And they're going to enjoy it. They're going to love every second of this one.
Hawkins.
First one in and out, James. There's still time.
Hey.
There's still time.
Yeah.
46, 41, 5-point ball game.
Here goes, she goes. Lets it fly. The second one, good. Still just a 2-possession ball game, Jamie, as the Patriots trail by 6.
Run it to Hall's side. They have to guard you or her one, Miss Gayhart.
These two here ain't no stranger to this matchup. Gayhart.
Shoot it. Shoot it.
Oh, she's wide open. Out to Gayhart. Gayhart lets it fly, and she's fouled. And Gayhart's going to go to the line for 3 as Witt makes the foul. One thing you don't do, Jamie, foul the jump shooter.
No, you don't, especially somebody like Gayhart, man. We saw her hit 3 big ones in the YMT to put her team into overtime. She needs all 3 of these.
Free throw, lets it fly for Kylie. She's left it short.
No legs in it, man. She didn't bend her knees. She shot that one straight up. I'm not used to seeing Miss Gayhart do that.
As Reed comes off the bench to check in, as Bentley checked in for last break. Kylie's second free throw as the Pep section gets even louder. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Two
Would you
subs
think
will come
about
in.
missing this, James? That's a crazy question, ain't it?
No, I think you still got too much time on the clock as Hall and Combs goes out. And Reed and Combs checks in. I like that defense for offense. You know what that tells me? We're going to foul as soon as somebody touches it. Combs comes down with it, and she's fouled. And
that's the 5th team foul, so Combs will go to the line.
Foul on Bailey of Letcher.
That's a tough foul because you stop the clock and put Knott County to the line. Coach Huff going to take a timeout
She
here.
takes her last timeout with 28 seconds to go.
As she takes it, we will as well, back in 30 seconds.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
The Heidemann ProMart Home Center has everything you need to winterize your home to save on those power bills when that cold winter weather arrives. When you walk through the doors at the Heidemann ProMart, you're greeted by an experienced, knowledgeable staff who knows you, knows what you need, and know where it's located in their store. You don't need your GPS to find your way around the Heidemann ProMart. They're large enough to have what you need, but not so big that they can't offer the service you expect. And Heidemann ProMart is your headquarters for those energy-efficient, world-famous Anderson windows. The Heidemann ProMart Home Center, Highway 160 Heidemann. Call 606-785-3151.
To 4. Couch going to inbound it for the Cougars. She's looking to get it into Witt without a doubt in my mind, and she gets it in. Witt double team, gives it out to Couch. Couch spins. And she is fouled by Haley Combs. That's going to be Combs' 4th, I'm sure.
I still think you have to make that foul. You're down 2 possessions. If she misses one of the 2, it's a good foul because it's still 2 possessions.
Absolutely. If you're Coach Baker, that's who you want to have the ball. Either Couch or Witt. Couch or Witt, either one. Don't really care, but that's who's going to take me through the end of the period.
I would say the scorekeeper has wrote these 2 down. They've already drawn the circle and filled them in. Just like you did back when you took that test in grade school. You had to fill those circles in. That one's good. I told you so, folks. 21.5 seconds to play. This second one's good, too. Mark it down. If you're not going to, you strategize. Plan on what you're going to do down 7 because she's going to make the free throw.
Couch lets it fly, and that gives her 22 on the night. In the Gayhart, Witt's going to pick them up full court. 1-2-2 press all the way over to Hall. Hall. Got to shoot it. Let it fly for 3. Yes, sir. Dial it up. I'm telling you what.
What would Megan give for that last time out?
And they get it into Witt, and they got a foul. 6 seconds to go. 3-point ball game. Witt goes to the line, Jamie.
One of them to win, brother.
That's all it takes.
One of them to win.
One.
And oh, by the way, James, have we been under the old rule? She has to make the first one to get to the second one. But the geniuses that switch this rule, and this will play into effect in games all across the state of Kentucky.
For the rest of the year, you're right. As Witt lets it fly. And no good.
Knott County has the rebound, and they're gone, brother. They're going down on the other end under the old rule.
Coach Baker knows what it means. He can't even watch the free throw go up. Second one on the way for Witt. No good. Rebounded Combs to Gayhart. 5 seconds. Knott don't have any timeouts left. 2 seconds, Gayhart, she lets it fly, and she walked with it. And that's how we end the ball game. The Cougars, 49. Knott County Central, 46. Let's step away, come back in 60 seconds. We'll wrap this one up from Letcher Central. Listen to the Killer Bee on 107.1.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Chad Conley and Conley Insurance Group is your local provider for all your supplemental and life insurance needs. Protection when you need it, peace of mind when you don't. They proudly support all of our youth in this region and wish each team and the athletes a successful and healthy season. Once again, for all your insurance needs, see Chad Conley and Conley Insurance Group. Are you getting ready to go to Tim Short Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Hazard and buy a new vehicle? Say hello to our friend Brian Gibson. Brian's a family guy who is proud to sponsor tonight's sporting event. Call him at 606-438-0554. He and his family want to wish you a Merry Christmas. He also wants to say thanks to all of his customers that have recently bought vehicles. Once again, that's Brian Gibson at Tim Short Chrysler Dodge Jeep.
Much as last year that this 14th region runs through the 53rd
I've said it
district.
for 2 years.
But I'm buying into the Hazard Lady Bulldogs, and I've been a fan of Perry Central all season, James. And oh, by the way, Leslie and Owsley are supposed to be the two top teams in the 14th. But I love both of these two teams here.
Yeah, I like both these teams we just watched. I mean, they know what this means. They know what this means going forward. But they also know that just because you win in November doesn't guarantee you a win in March. And either one of these coaches would have traded the victories now to hold that band of the 53rd district or the 14th region title in March.
And of course, James, something new for the 53rd district that I don't know if we've even talked about this, but this year it's going to be a seeded tournament with Jenkins added to it. You wouldn't want to catch Jenkins on a night when they're hot and you can't hit the basket.
No, you're right.
So
Coach
winning
Winston
this district's a bigger deal, brother.
Yeah, Coach Winston Lee has got the Cavaliers playing well. Let's break down the score into this ball game. We'll first start with the visiting team on the scoreboard, Knott County Central Patriots. Of course, all these are unofficial. Kylie Gayhart with 20 points. Lacey Hall with 12. Haley Combs with 2. Faith Pollard with 6. Drew Reed with 4. Excuse me. Now for the home team, the victorious Letcher Central Cougars, led in scoring by Kiara Counts with 22. Jalen Witt had 9. Kara Hawcom had 3. Allie Bailey had 4. Paige Dameron had 10 to give the Lady Cougars the victory. Jamie, what was everything we can? I can only imagine what the matchup in January will be like over to Morton Combs.
And oh, by the way, that's the first of 2 games. Don't go anywhere. Keep it dialed in right here to WKCB 107.1 or on Facebook on Hometown Sports Corner or on Hometown 24 Cable or one of the other many radio stations. I said all that to say this: nobody's got a bigger platform to work on than what we've got right here, James Sandlin, and I'm proud, my friend, to say that you and I get to broadcast these games on the best of the best here in the mountains.
Absolutely. How many other ways are they to catch it tonight? Let's see. So let's step away. Jamie, we think we're about a 10-minute break.
We will. Those of you on Facebook, it'll be a new feed. You just stick around, and when you see, you should be following us, by the way. If you're following us, anytime we go live, it'll pop up. But for those of you on the radio dial, about 10 minutes. That's plenty enough time for a Christmas song and a Bob Seger song.
Go get you an ice-cold Diet Pepsi and a bag of popcorn and sit down and watch and listen to the ball game.
We'll be back.